Hello, good evening. The T actually stands for tussle. It's a delight and a joy and an honour to be asked here tonight by BAFTA to present the Phillips Award to Julie Gardner. Hooray! There is none finer. And there's some music. Is that the cue? No? I got a speech first. Hold on. It's a long night. Julie Gardner is a proper Welsh talent. She was born and raised in Glynneath, where her dad, David, and her mum, Evelyn, ran a shop in Glynneath. Julie didn't stay there. She moved on. She toyed with becoming a teacher, but then was lured into television drama. Her very first job was as a production secretary on Our Friends in the North. Not a bad start, not a bad line on the CV to have. She moved on to the industry, she became a producer, and then, most relevant to all of us today, in 2003, Jane Tranter and Lorraine Hegarty at the BBC made her head of drama at BBC Wales. And that was the moment the doors opened. It was like a Doctor Who script. The doors opened, there was a furnace, a ferocious rumbling, and this great, enormous monster emerged. And the name of that monster was Julie Gardner's Ambition. Because it never stopped, and we got the proof of this over in the Bay now. We've got an entire studio which is dedicated to drama. Rotherlock, it's a brilliant place. It's literally 10, 15, 20 years ago, we couldn't have imagined such a thing happening in Wales. Literally, you couldn't have dared to imagine something this big and brilliant. Because in its typically self-deprecating way, the BBC calls that a drama village. I wish they'd call it a drama city. And actually, I think it's a drama world. It's vast, that place. Just over there, on our doorsteps, on the bay. Oh, sorry. We've got the village of Cwmderry for Pobl y Cwm. We've got Holby City's casualty department with that brilliant casualty cast. We've got Mars and Gallifrey and the Moon and wherever you like in Doctor Who. Baker Street is over there. Baker Street is just over the bay. There's a whole magical world with wizards versus aliens. It's just enormous over there. And I'm so proud of it, and it's so unimaginable what she's achieved there. Most people would do that, and then they'd retire, or they'd stop and they'd say, that's enough. She only went and did it again. Because then she went to work in America. She's working now for BBC Worldwide in Los Angeles. She got a commission from the Stars Network to make a show called Da Vinci's Demons, the cast of whom are here tonight. And they said to her, where do you want to make it? You know, there's American shows they can get made in Toronto or Vancouver or Ireland, like Game of Thrones, or Romania. She said no. She said Swansea. Swansea is where we're going to bring Da Vinci's World to life. And she did. She did. It's with a brilliant designer, Ed Thomas, who was also part of building Rotherlock. Hooray for Ed. They've built Machu Picchu in Swansea. They're bonkers. It's amazing what they've done there. But seriously, it's like, never mind a list of programs and stuff like that. It's all about these worlds that she's built. They're all about the people. And I think the most marvellous thing about these worlds is that over the past 10 years, we've seen, people have met there. We've seen, there are people here tonight, people who've met and fallen in love and had children. Real life goes on in these things. Real life. There they are, Brian and Lindsay. Children. You know, people have come out the closet in it. Not me, it's still secret. But one day, Matt. He knows. But people have truly become themselves and flourished and expressed themselves artistically, and that's just the most brilliant thing you can possibly see. It's like she literally changed lives. She actually changed her own life. On set on Doctor Who, she met her now husband, Julian, and they have a child together. Personally, if you're the boss, copping off with one of the crew is disgusting. I think, well, there we go. It's a knocking shop, you might say, but there we go, she used her power in terrible ways. But we're all glad of it. But I think the most important thing is that she's done it here on our doorstep. And like when I was a kid in school in Swansea, if you wanted to work in television in any shape or form, really you thought of going to London, certainly with drama. It was the only option. Now you could be growing up in Cardiff, in Swansea, you could be 13, 14, 15 years old, and you've got these ambitions, you've got hopes and dreams that want to be nurtured and made and realised, and you can do it here. You don't have to leave, you can have it done in Wales. So much of that is down to Julie Gardner, and here's just some clips of her work.
I'm the doctor, by the way. What's your name?
Rose.
Nice to meet you, Rose. Run for your life.
Now, sir, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the Royal Court.
Hey, vive la France!
Oh, you're so handsome.
Yes, I am.
I wouldn't say I'd been depraved or corrupted by Lady Chatterley's lover. But I would say that I'd been affected by it. But that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, isn't it? He's challenging us to look at our lives. He's saying that some things are so special, they're worth sacrificing anything for.
It's confirmed. 325,000 is 10% of the units in this country. Every country is saying a different number, which in each case amounts to 10%.
I think it's fair to say that our final offer has just been rejected.
Tell me, why were you in prison?
I hurt a man.
Why?
Because he hurt a child. Killed a child.
Your child.
Does it matter whose child?
My name is Sam Tyler. I had an accident and I woke up in 1973. Am I mad? In a coma? Or back in time?
Hey, hell yeah. Gene Hunt, your DCI, and it's 1973. Almost dinner time. I'm having oops.
I want to go home.
Don't be such a Jesse.
What do you want to do now, then, Guff?
Pub.
It's much wiser just to express sadness and regret, I think.
It's Heseltine. He must have put him up to this. All that business about others and their conflict of loyalties.
He'll stand now. He has to.
I still don't think he's got the balls. It's just...
Loyalty? He talks of loyalty, conflict of loyalty. What about loyalty to me?
Who the hell are you people?
Torchwood.
Now!
I love you.
Quite right, too.
And I suppose it's my last chance to say it. Rose Tyler.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honour to give this award. That Thatcher clip, by the way, very her. Loyalty. My honour to give this award. I think she's magnificent. I think she's hilarious. I think she's a world-class talent. And she's from Wales. It's Julie Gardner.
Oh, hello. It's good to be home. I couldn't manage the bow quite as well as Stephen Moffat, I'm afraid. He was very committed on the bow. I was a bit nervous. Thank you very much to BAFTA Cymru for this award. I'm absolutely delighted. I'm obviously very intimidated by the recipients that have won previously. Just to be even considered is amazing. I'm going to take the award home with me, but it's really for a lot of people here tonight. It's for all the extraordinary writers, the amazing actors, the production teams, all of the people that, you know, don't get to stand in the lights as much as they should. It's for them, because I couldn't have done any of it without extraordinary people. My 81-year-old dad is here tonight, and ever since I started working in television, he would ask me, but what do you do? What does a producer do? I know what the writer does, and I know what the actor does, but what do you do? And now that he's here tonight, he's going to think it's all glamour. He's going to think it's all glitz and excitement. Whereas actually the job, I think, of the producer is to support greater talent than theirs, to stand there and make everyone think anything is possible. And if it's not, if something doesn't work, you stand with them and you take the blame. This is a great, great time for filming in the UK, and I know the talent in Wales is the best in the world. The only thing we have to think is that our ambition should be limitless. We should be doing absolutely everything of the highest quality here. So thank you very much. There's only a few people to thank. Well, there's lots of people to thank. Lorraine Hegarty was up here earlier. Without her, Doctor Who would never have come back. Without Jane Tranter. And, of course, without Russell, who is a great writer, a great producer, and a great friend to me. So thank you very much.
Brilliant.